being able to do business.
Guess what? Guess who wasn't recording again? Oh, what did I sit on?
Are we recording now?
Fuck me. Yeah, April 27th, podcast
we wasted
1.
another 10 minutes. Randy didn't hit record.
Well, you gotta help me. Remember, this has a button on it too. It's a battery operated and there's a button in there.
Well, it's not that big of a deal, but
No, but that was some primo shit. Anyway,
Yeah.
podcast 1, week of April 27th. First thing I want to say is I am sorry. I did not realize what an absolute clusterfuck our Patreon page was. You know, we run ads, people see it and all that stuff, but it was so non-descriptive and non-updated. And I don't know how to do this without making things personal, but I'm going to say shit like I have to say shit. I'm not, like, bastardizing anybody. Maybe a little. The shit hadn't been updated for a year. Now, I believe in strategic partnerships, just like Vince does, just like WWE does, you know? Just like most businesses do, man. If you're not an employee, you're a subcontractor, freelance, or a fucking, you know, a company, a provider, you know? You're strategic partners, you know? I like that situation where if I make money, we make money.
right.
We make
well,
money
that's how
together.
this business has always been. That's how
Yeah.
I'm. Of course, I mean, it's a good thing that now they have guarantees, but I mean that's a good thing. But also,
Well, yeah.
I think it made people hungrier when it was a commission based. You had to draw
Yeah.
to make money.
Well, your young guys
That's how
still
this business
do.
always used
Only
to
a
be.
handful of guys have real guarantees. You know?
Yeah, I mean it's still incentive laden,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
you know,
But,
like I said, but I mean, you know, going back to what we talked about when we weren't recording, talking about taking chances. I know you did. You left your house at 15.
Yeah.
Took a chance. You know, when I was a young guy in this business, I drove to Nashville and Memphis,
Yeah.
just my car, no money to my name.
The
Went to
Acura.
Puerto Rico.
You guys should have seen.
Went
the
to a foreign
Acura.
country. You know, went to Puerto Rico. Didn't
was a
know
third
anything.
world- it was
yeah, it
a
was a third world country at the time. But I mean, you got to take chances, and you know, I mean, that's what a lot of these guys do. Like, and we talked about Punk
Punk
taking
Rock
a chance.
Austin.
He was white hot after he cut that promo.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, and that's the beauty of live television too.
Yeah. I knew, dude. I knew, and I said it to Punk even and to people. You hear all this bullshit on the internet. The Office was pissed, but Vince is like, I like this kid.
No,
You
that's
know?
what I'm saying. You take a chance because if it fails, then
Yeah.
you're going to hear that. But
Yeah.
if it works, then you're a fucking genius.
Or miss.
This is one of Punk's favorite quotes. They're always going to be assholes. Just when you get over, they become your assholes. So,
Yeah,
you know,
really. He might have got that from Waller.
Yeah,
anyway,
maybe.
back to this though. Well, Miz, look at how he took a chance. He's taking chances and fucking failed, but he didn't give up.
yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying though.
You know, I
You gotta
love to
protect
make
your
what that
business.
motherfucker's
Like I said,
making.
you
I
know-
think he's at.
You only have power, and I've heard this quote before, is when you have nothing and you have nothing to lose, or you're
Yeah.
a millionaire and on top and you really don't have anything to lose.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's usually the latter. It's usually, that's when you got to take chances, because what do you really have to lose at the end of the day? You can go, you are the brand, you are your own intellectual property. It's up to you to get yourself over. You can
So-
work anywhere. Like here, this is still a stage. It's not WWE, but people, it's fuck just having a contract.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean shit.
Yeah.
It's about getting over, getting yourself over. You can work anywhere. Anytime you're in that ring, it's an opportunity to get yourself over, no matter where you're
Well,
wrestling.
as a company now, as a fucking company, that's what we're doing as a whole. Taking
and
a
it's a
fucking
team effort,
chance.
too.
Yeah,
It's a
but
team
here's what I
effort.
want to say now. Back to the Patreon. It was a fucking clusterfuck. You've been here how long? What's your opinion? Like, it's not easy to create.
no,
You know,
it's
it's
a
bitch.
full-time
So I've
job.
been doing this for what, 8 years by myself, and that's what I do. If I say to someone, well, let's partner up, a percentage to you, a percentage to me, a percentage to talent, after bills, of course.
This is the preview, of course.
This is a preview because after the bills, you know, what's left, we split. You know.
Yeah.
Well, I do the creative.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard enough, but I didn't go, and then this is the shame on me part. It's not an excuse not to have looked at that Patreon page and said, well, I wouldn't either, because it doesn't even clearly state what the fuck you get for what.
honestly.
So we're lucky to have the patrons that we've had, because to me, it's commonsensical, but this is where I try not to take it personal, because I have bad self-esteem to begin with, and a lot of this stuff stems from my I'm crazy shit. You know
But
what I mean?
we are building Randy back up. The Randy I knew 20 years ago, we're gonna build him bigger, stronger, and better.
Well, let's think
than
about
even
that.
then.
20 fucking years ago, dude, I supported my wife, my 3 kids, and my $300,000 home, and the 2 fucking new cars from wrestling with no name value.
Yeah.
Nobody did that,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I put you in rarefied air.
What the fuck is that?
Well, Danny Davis to me was
Rarefied
only
air? No, what's rarefied air?
only a few people like
I
a
like
Michael
that.
Jordan like rarefied
Can I use
air.
that? Can I use
Sure.
that? Is it fire or fire?
Rarefied,
Rare,
rarefied air.
rarefied air?
Rarefied air.
What is that,
That's like
French?
Michael Jordan level. No, I don't know. You know, Jordan jumped high. He was the airman.
I'm
He was
sticking my tongue out.
refried air.
You can't see it, but I'm
Rarefied air.
I'm sticking
No,
my
but I
tongue
mean,
out.
Danny Davis did the same thing. There's a guy. He's probably been the most successful guy in this business without working as a talent
Yeah.
for one of the top 2 major
The difference
promotions.
between us, though, is he had some regional name value.
No doubt, but I mean, he was selling gimmicks back when guys weren't selling gimmicks in 82, 83.
Yeah.
He was one of the pioneers there.
That's how him and Kenny
he
Wayne made a
He bought
living,
his
man.
first Cadillac, or his first.
Yeah.
He made a lot of money. He made more money on selling gimmicks in the early 80s than he did on payoffs. Danny had
Oh,
tons
yeah.
of shit. But then after
I'm
that,
gonna say this: if you talk to Danny, I bet he said he got that shit from Boogie.
maybe, yeah.
Yeah,
But
because they were friends too.
yeah, then he opened Ohio Valley Wrestling, and then
Yeah, and
You
man,
know.
well, I want to go back to that. I just thought it was a brilliant idea. Not this version of it, but that version of it. He was so smart to go to a town where they expected it and had it for 25, 30 years on
Yeah.
Tuesday fucking night.
yeah.
You know, so smart.
Well, it's smart, yeah. I mean,
You know?
that's that's kind of. I feel like a lot of guys didn't capitalize that to its fullest. When
No,
the
a lot,
territories
tons
went
of them.
down, there was still a market
Oh yeah.
coming off the. I mean, now Jim Cornette tried to do it with Smoky Mountain Wrestling,
Jim doesn't have the people.
and they did
skills.
run. They did.
Yeah. Yeah, but Jim had a sponsor or a sponsor or a. Or
Yeah,
he had backers.
he had Rick Rubin.
Whenever you have backers, you're fucked, bro.
Yeah.
And Danny didn't do that.
Yeah, I don't mean Danny, but I mean him and Jimmy ended up buying into Ohio Valley Wrestling, so he
Yeah.
did have partners, and
Yeah.
But I mean,
I'm not judging.
Different-
I'm
but
just
different
saying
animal,
in
I
that
mean-
scenario, Danny's a tough guy, and Danny
Yeah.
is a no shit guy.
Yeah.
But Danny's got more
because
people.
people can't.
skills.
I mean, people forget though. Danny ran it. I mean, not. We're not including when Al bought it, but Danny ran it for 10 years after after WWE parted ways. How many other people
Yeah.
would have just closed shop and
sustained.
called it a day? Yeah, he still ran and drew money.
Yep.
I mean, he was doing it before, and then like I said, that's why they wanted out. We'll
Last
talk
time-
about this more in the podcast, but
Yeah.
that's why people wanted.